This is another portion of my interview with Adam Carver, President and CEO of Pixelwerx, at the One Canon event held last spring in Boca Raton. Now here Adam discusses the real meaning behind ink savings and that seeing is believing.
So what features actually resonated with you most about the product? We talked about the value propositions that Sal just brought up. Never seen before automation, wide application range, lowest cost of operation, and of course the breakthrough productivity. What seemed to resonate with your business the most when you're doing your research?
Yeah, well, the first thing that grabbed me was the ink savings. I mean, just because that alone, when I was in Vegas, they told me that there's a 40% ink savings. And I remember that particular week we had bought like 17 ink cartridges for our latex printers. So 17 ink cartridges times $135 per cartridge. You extrapolate out that math, multiply it times 52. You multiply that by 0.4, and I was like, well, that nearly pays for the printer in the first year alone. And so I figured, even if they're lying to me and it's half true, this is worth it, which is kind of the way on the customer end you kind of take specs and print speeds and things like that. But yeah, so initially the ink savings, and it's because it's not just that they are selling ink cheap, it's that it's a different ink, and when you see the ink, it's different. It's not like other inks. You pick up I keep picking on latex, but you pick up like a latex ink cartridge and you shake it back and forth. Yeah. I mean, you know that it's mostly water in there, and when it's laying down the ink and it hits the dryers, it's evaporating away all the money that you just spent on it.
Right.
But which it's latex good for a lot of stuff as well.
Yes, it is.
But with the UV gel inks, you do the same thing. First of all, it's like pudding almost. I mean, it's like this stuff is like it's pretty thick, and when it lays it down, it's done. It's so this is a long answer, but yeah, the first thing that grabbed me was the ink itself, and the ink savings itself.
We definitely appreciate it, as I think we've heard throughout the morning, that it's critical that we actually hear from the customer and get their perspective on not only our products, services, but on Canon itself. So thank you very much for joining us today. Let's give Adam a warm welcome.
Thank you,
Adam. Appreciate it.